wonder. I wonder. Let's see. I feel Steve's coming on. No, wait. No, it's gone. Anyway, good seeing you. Late to the marathon. Have we started 2 yet? He's face. Shut the fuck up. Alright. I'm watching you. Zemnis. Alright. Alright, anyway. How we all doing? Good seeing you all. Good seeing you all. It never stops. It will stop. We're at Final Fantasy 3 now, so people forget about it. Once we people keep doing it all the way up to Final Fantasy 6, right? But when we get to Final Fantasy 7, people won't say shit, right? They won't say boo. So yeah, doesn't matter. Let me just blow my nose. Let me just blow my nose. Yeah. Yeah, that was a big one. Oh, nice. Just like that ASMR boogie. All right. Channel point redeemed didn't work. What point did you redeem? What'd you try to do? All right. Okay. Yeah. Chat. So Final Fantasy 3 today. So I've got a bit to talk about it. Do we have a PowerPoint presentation or not? We do not. We don't have a PowerPoint presentation for this one. The reason why there's no PowerPoint presentation for this one is because there's not a lot to... Honestly, I hate to say it, but Final Fantasy 2 has quite a lot more to kind of go off on it. So, yeah, and it's a bit hard because there's no characters. There's like really no like NPCs. I mean, you've got like Une, Doga, and Zandy, but like their whole backstory thing isn't that great, you know. So, anyway. But I did actually make a PowerPoint presentation. I actually made quite a lot of it. As you can see, I put quite a lot of work into it today. So yes, I have done a PowerPoint presentation. So there will be PowerPoint presentations. Wow, go Pez. Go Pez. Anyway, this is a big one. This is a big one. I've got nearly up to when we leave the floating continent. So I've probably got half the game in there already. Played this quite a bit on the Nintendo DS during my middle school years. I never actually played... that's a lie. I started playing the DS version, but I didn't get very far. Didn't get very far. So, yeah. So you guys get PowerPoint presentation. Wow, let's hear it for Pez. Let's hear it for Pez. Also, too, I've updated the sub goal. So, if we... here's what's the next sub goal is going to be, okay? Alright, you ready? If we get to 300 subs... Oh, shit. Thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate it. Chat, let's get some love for Victoria coming in with a bloody resub of the Prime. Thank you so much. Chat, let's go. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying... Actually, let me turn this down a bit. It's quite loud. Yeah, so if we get to 300 subs, we will be doing a Final Fantasy V 4-job Festiva run, okay? I've never done one of those before, so I'll be doing one of those. If we get to 400 subs, I will do a what do you call it? A Final Fantasy V PowerPoint presentation. All right, PowerPoint presentation. Wow, that's right. So pretty much every Final Fantasy after 3, I've given you 3 PowerPoint presentations. If you fuckers want PowerPoint presentations, I'm gonna add them to the goals because they do take quite a lot of time to do. Okay, out of respect for you all, I did the first 3 just because I was like, you know what, I'll do it because I'm such a top bloke. But anyway, 3 is the game I am least familiar with. Never played it, never watched anyone else play it. 3 is the only, on my very first Final Fantasy marathon, Final Fantasy 3 was the only Final Fantasy I had never played before. So it was my first time ever run. So I don't know a lot about it. I've actually beaten this game 3 times now. So this will be my 4th attempt. So I wouldn't say attempt, this would be my 4th run. What's 3-job Festiva? I don't know what 3-job Festiva is, but the 4-job Festiva is. I'll go over the rules, but essentially it's a set of rules that limits your ability to like switch jobs. It's kind of like, think about Nuzlocke runs. Think about Nuzlocke runs. It's kind of like that, but for Final Fantasy V. It's a very popular challenge run. Just beat 4 last night for the first time. Nice. Did you enjoy it? Are you welcome back for the adpocalypse? Well, do you know there's a way for you not to get ads, and it is a nice little sub button there if you wanna sub to the streams. Completely up to you. But yeah, no, that's kind of working out. But I haven't got any videos in the queue too. I've got a lot of videos there ready to make, but I haven't got any actually made. I was gonna do a few after this stream. Is it like if a Final Fantasy character dies with a job, that job gets locked out? No, it's like if they get a job. So when you get to the first crystal, you assign one job to one person, and then when you get to the next crystal, you can assign a job to that person, and they have to stay on that job, right? So they're not. It's essentially about like. Let me read it out to you. Let me get the wiki for it. There's actually quite a lot of rules to it too. You can there's like different ad sets and what to it. Excuse my ears. Alright, basic rules. This is the challenge run for Final Fantasy V. Instead of being able to use all jobs, you get 4 jobs to use throughout the game. You may only use these 4 jobs. You may also play any version of the game, doesn't matter. How to play, play the game when you reach the Wind Crystal. You may only use 1 job. When you reach the Water Crystal, unlock the water job. Unlock Water Job button. And to unlock Job 2, you must have 1 character be Job 1 and one be Job 2. And then so on and so forth. When you get to 3, then it's 1 character has to be Job 3. And when you get to Crystal 4, 1 character has to be Crystal 4. Okay, it's very, very basic, very simple basic rules. Yeah, it can be very difficult, especially since we're going to 100% it. So I have to make sure I pick it selectly because we will be going up against, what do you call it? We will be going up against Omega and Shinryu. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy run. But that's if we get there. And we have until the end of Final Fantasy IV. Okay, so yeah. Anywho. But yeah. Anyway. Hey, Kill Smash, how are you? Good seeing you. Welcome in. Alright. And hey, everybody on TikTok. Good seeing you all. Welcome in. What time is it for you, Pez? It's 6 a.m. here. Your clock's way off because it's 9 p.m. here. Yeah, you got to fix your clock up. I did. I'm not a fan of the boss or the scene story. Main game was great. Just pick 4. Oh, you just pick. Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Are you excited to go back to 100% Final Fantasy? What the fuck? We've already done Final Fantasy 2. I would sub, but I'm unfortunately broke. That's fine. Don't sub to this channel. This channel's not. Honestly, the content's not worth subbing for anyway. Damn, mine's off, telling me it's midday. Yeah, your clock's way off, you guys. That's a great question. Probably one of the best I've ever heard. It really is a good question. Anybody got any good questions? He's got my attention for the next, I want to say, 10 minutes before we kick off. Fuck off, Pez. I'll sub if I want it. Yeah. You know what? No, Renee, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to give 10 subs. I refuse to let you do that. For some reason, the sun just came up for me. What the? Yeah, you guys are off. I don't think you guys realize what's going on here. I think you guys are on drugs. Objection, content is worth subbing for. You got to try out the Switch 2 version of Xenoblade 2. It's gorgeous. No, I haven't played it yet, but I do have a code for it. I'm currently playing through... I'm going to totally spoil Xenoblade. So if you don't want me to spoil Xenoblade for you, the start of Xenoblade, that's fine. So I've just finished... I've been doing all the side quests at the start, running around that first town. And I had the robot guys attack the first town, and the girl got stabbed. And now it's daytime, and we're like, oh, she got stabbed. We've got to go to the next town. And then I ran back. After stream last night, I laid in bed till 3 o'clock. I just laid in bed and just did all the quests in the little main town. I'm really enjoying Xenoblade. Really enjoying Xenoblade. Oh, there's a good question. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Okay. We have we have a question in from Kill Smash. Kill Smash says, Pez, who is the best summon in all of Final Fantasy? Wow. Do you know that is a that is a loaded question, chat. That has to honestly, chat. that has to be the best question ever. Honestly, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's the best question ever. Who is the best summon in all of Final Fantasy? Now, this comes down to, like, multiple things, right? Does it come down to, like, who's the physical strongest? Who has the most, like, I guess, lore damage by, like... I guess it comes down to a few things, right? Does it come down to who is the strongest by numbers-wise? Does it come down to, like, lore strength? Does it come down to, like, feats that they've done? Does it come down to, I guess... Does it come down to cool factor? And I think cool factor, we can all agree, is a very important one. Now look, I think one summon, honestly, can bring it all together and can take the claim of most damage, most lore reasons why it's cool, physically why it would be an impactful summon. All right, I reckon Doom Train. Right, Doom Train has to be the best summon, right? No matter how powerful all these, like, world-destroying blasts are from all these enemies, like, you got like, you know, Odin who can cut anything in half, or same with your Jimbo, you got Bahamut with Mega Flare, or you got all the, you know, inbred versions of Bahamut. You know, this is what happens when inbreeding happens between Bahamuts. They do all these, like, Bahamut Nero, Bahamut Zero, Bahamut got 6 fingers, you know, and they do these big world-destroying attacks. But have you seen how fucking powerful a train is? Have you seen a train hit things? All right, you like I said, if you build a train track up to your enemy and launch a train at them, nothing's stopping that train. All right, okay. That's why I think lore-wise, it's really strong. It has all the status effects, and those status effects are really, really strong. Okay, as well as to cool factor, it's a fucking train. All right. I don't know about you guys. All right. But trains are cool, alright? Trains have never not been cool. I'm pretty sure my wife is with me because of my love for trains, okay? Trains are exactly where it's at, okay? Maybe now and then a person will come along and suplex a train, alright? Okay? But that's a feat that needs to be rewarded. And that's why Sabin is honestly one of the greatest characters in the whole franchise. But honestly, trains are cool. Alright, what was the question? Were we talking about trains or summons? I wish I could suplex a train. Me too. Me too. What's the timestamp on that? We could talk more about trains if you want. What was the timestamp on that? Let's start writing timestamps. Trains definitely cool. I got ripped off back to ASDF movies, and I like train. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Final Fantasy XIV's Garuda will make you feel things. Garuda's pretty, you know. Okay, look. If we're talking about summons, right, that are just hot, right, just attractive summons, all right. I still think Garuda. There's just something about Garuda. Her nose is a little fucked up, but just Garuda. I don't know what it is. Just Garuda's just. It might be her entrance, you know, something like that. But actually, do you know what? Chat. And the risk is sounding weird. Shiva in Final Fantasy 15. Banging. Because there's more than one. Anyway. Missed opportunity in Final Fantasy 15 was to make an 8-man Doom Train mount as the hunt reward, so you could ride the train while doing the hunt train. Really? Boo. I am now convinced for Pez's well-being and that Garuda. Well, missed opportunity in Final Fantasy 4. Well, I already read that. Number 1 to 8 in. Wait, number 1. The one in 8 where we fight the zombie president. Oh, yeah. The one that's got a sore ass from sitting down all the time. I honestly, there's this scene in Final Fantasy VIII, right, where you have to board a train and swap these train. It's like this really convoluted, like, fight. Like, sorry. It's this really convoluted scene, right, where you've got to, like, switch these train tracks out, and you've got to, like, you know, put these little codes in so the carriages can disconnect and reconnect, all these things, and then eventually you break in, and then you confront the president of Galbania, And when you go to fight him, and when you go to confront him, it turns out he's this like zombie dude, right? But you don't know he's a zombie dude because you start like beating the crap out of him. And when you go to beat the crap out of him, he starts doing this fucking like this fucking crazy like rocking back and forth thing, boom, boom, boom. And I don't know if they intentionally made him look like George Bush. Like if you go look at him, he looks like George Bush, all right? And it's like, I thought that was like, for me, I was like, oh my god, like we're fighting George Bush. And then it turns out like, you know, I thought, oh my god, he's like rocking out. This is really insane. He wasn't rocking out. He was just like this hideous beast in like human flesh. He was so gross after he turned into that, but it was so funny. He was like melted and shit. But it was just, when he was like rocking back and forth, I remember as a kid going, oh fucking hell yeah. I thought it was cool. George Bush fought himself. Final Fantasy XIV could have had a bunch of guys running a train on... Okay, where are we at? Is there a Final Fantasy character you wish was the main character because they were more interesting? Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Alright. Alright. We have a question in from Scotty with Come on his back. Is there a Final Fantasy character you wish was the main character because they were more interesting than the character we followed? Wow, do you know, that is a really good question, honestly, and I have a really good answer from that. So thank you so much, Scotty, for asking. Sorry. So thank you so much, Scotty, for asking this question, because this is possibly one of the best questions out there. I actually have a few picks. I have a few picks for this one. Okay. An honorable mention would have to go to Vivi. I reckon if Vivi was the main character of Final Fantasy IX, I don't think it would have made the game any better, but I still think it would have been on par, like, with Zidane, alright? You could arguably say that Zidane, Garnet, and Vivi are, like, the main characters of the game. And Vivi is obviously a big part of it. But honestly, I think Vivi, from, like, watching it all through Vivi's point of view, like, having Zidane be the hero, but just focus on Vivi, you know, as if he was the cameraman. I feel like that would have been a really good, like, way to look at Final Fantasy IX. And I understand why they didn't do it that way, because a lot of the party splits up. But I would love to see a full Final Fantasy IX just from Vivi's point of view. But I think when it comes down to like main characters that should have like but when it comes down to characters that should have been the main character, it honestly has to go to anybody else in Final Fantasy XII other than Vaan, alright? I don't care what anybody has to say about Vaan, alright? He's a shit character. I will not listen to arguments, okay, over this. Honestly, you could have removed him from it and it wouldn't have affected the game at all. I understand that his brother got stabbed at the start of the game. I don't give a shit. Honestly, give it to Fran. Honestly, if we just had Fran there with a low-angled camera, just, you know, you do a third-person, like, kind of a third-person camera angle game like Resident Evil, but just have the camera down a little bit lower, and we just focus on Fran and how she sees the world. I feel like that would have been, you know, a good way to portray it, because I don't think Final Fantasy's ever kind of really made a low-angled camera like that before. I think that'd be really good. But honestly, anybody other than Vaan could have made a good Final Fantasy character. 6 has quite a lot. 6 has quite a lot. I would say, but the thing I like about 6 is everybody's the main character, because everybody has a reason to fight more so than others. I would say, like, it kind of starts off with like Locke, then mainly it kind of feels like it starts off with Terra, then it switches to Locke a little bit, then goes back to Terra. And then Celeste just takes over, honestly. Then it's all about Celeste. But I have a really... If we hit the sub-goal for Final Fantasy VI, I have some really cool shit to show you. Really cool shit to show you for Final Fantasy VI. What's the time on that one? What was this question? Scotty with... Did I say Scotty with cum on his back? Alright, what was the question on that one? It was main character. Sorry, buddy. Anyway. Bosch von Ratzenberg of Dalmasca. Yeah, I reckon Bosch should have done it. Or we should have had the dude who was like the Duke or whatever of like the guy who does like the narrating, where he's like has that weird accent which sounds like it's got English, Indian, African, what's the people, Klingons, every accent in the world in one. You know, a really weird accent. Anyway, Doom Train suplexes me. But anyway, Fran main character of all the main character energy surety makes sense. I know, right? Not to, you know, and I think some people would say that for like sexual reasons, which is just weird, right? All right. Okay, where are we at? Question: do you play Atlas games like Persona and other? I do. I have played them before. We streamed Persona before. I got like halfway through Metaphor Refantasio, but I got a little bored with it. But I think I haven't beat Persona 5. I had to take a break from it. It just got too much. But I beat Persona 4 Golden when it was on the PlayStation Vita. So, well, that's pretty ambitious playlist you have there. Why do you have Kingdom Hearts games? Well, the answer would be why not? You know, why not? Why not? I'm 140 hours into Persona 5. That shit does not end. I know. I saw the thumbnail and came right away. Yeah, everybody likes my thumbnail, right? It's a really good thumbnail. But anyway, do you want to get into it? Do you want to get into the joy that is Final Fantasy III, and we'll kick off this marathon? Let's bloody get into it. What do you reckon? All right, let me just finish my coffee. Somebody has to beat Kingdom Hearts games so I can see, and it's not going to beat me. I like that. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thumbnail is peak. That was a good thumbnail, isn't it? All right. Let me shift me over a little bit. I seem to be a little too far. I'm spreading out a little too far. All right. Where's the music? Okay. Alright, okay, chat, you know the rules. Whoever subs gets to name the characters, and we've had one sub today, and that person is Victoria. Is Victoria still here? Victoria was the first person to sub. So, Victoria gets to name the main character, or the red one. I just restarted Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode today because I was bored. Damn, you're crazy. You're losers. You lose as. Yeah. If you'd like to, Victoria, you get to name the first character. Chat, if you would like to name a character, all you need to do is just one sub, and you'll be immortalized. Clitoria. Let's name them Clitoria if we can. I might not name them Clitoria, if that's okay. If you don't mind, because I might break TOS. Victoria. Oh, Sias, thank you so much. Okay. Dang, you know, I have to like kind of wiggle him in reason. Sias, you get the next name. I think you're gonna leave with a sub here. Splendid Gold. Fucking arsehole. Okay, you get. Fucking arsehole. I really don't care. I made money off this, so. You guys have to look at it. Alright. Splendid Goldine. Alright. Yes. Oh, wait. What the? Why is that doing that? Oh, shit! Thank you so much, chat. Brian came in with a 10 gifted. Brian just came with a 10 gifted. Brian, who do you want to... Okay, let me... For some reason, it's not working. Wait, dude, thank you so much, chat. If you receive a gifted sub, please say thank you. Please say thank you. Splend... Enter. Yes, okay. Alright, dude, thank you so much. Okay, Victoria, what was your first name? Dude, thank you so much, Brian. I bloody appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go with Squish. Alright, Squish. Oh, Jesus Christ. Squish. Alright, okay, Squish. Alright, Brian. Goon Yeller. Alright, okay, wait. So just shifting something. Alright, alright, okay. What did you want? What?
Shut up, Pez. No one cares.
And Sin comes in. All right, so we got our 4 names. We got. Thank you so much, Sin, with the 2 gifted. Chat, let's get some up. Is Goon Yeller offensive anyway? I'm trying to think. Is it? It sounds like it could be offensive. Is it offensive in any way? Or am I overthinking it? You mean it could be? What do you mean it could be? How so? How so? Nah, it all seems like goon, you know, goonin'. Yeah, but like, the goons... What do you mean? It could be. I don't want to go in the... I don't want to go in the sense of like, oh, it could be, because anything could be. What do we know? Like a thug. Oh, yeah, goon. Okay. Okay, Goon Yeller. Like a goon. Yeah, like a thug. The goons. Okay, got ya. Alright. And then, what have we got? We got... Yeah, I get ya. Goon is an evil minion. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm just being chef. You know, it's the questions you don't ask. Oh, Zaddy doesn't know. Alright, what did Sin pick? Sin had a good one. I saw it before. It was, can you repost yours, Sin? Cannon fodder. Oh shit, what am I doing? Cannon fodder. Wait, fitter. Fodder. Alright. Cannon fodder. Alright, there we go. We got Squish, Splendid Gold Deed, Goon Yeller, and Cannon fodder. Done. Let's
Shut
go.
Up, Pez. No one cares.
Oh, Batty, you just missed. Oh, we just hit that goal though. Chat, let's get some love. Let's get some love, chat. Thank you so much. Let me. Oh god, we gotta update it. You're getting close to hitting that sub goal. Getting the Final Fantasy IV job fiesta. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, chat. Chat. If you received a gifted sub, please say thank you. Please say thank you amongst everybody who gifted subs today. Bloody appreciate it. We're at level 4 hype train. Level 4 hype train. Now, chat, before we get into it, I think we should, what do you reckon? Should we go over the history and lore of Final Fantasy, what is it? Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 3. You ready for the history and lore of Final Fantasy 3? I know I am. One sec. Let me just... Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we go over many of the cover arts. So over the years, this game came out in 1990. Okay. This was the 3rd installment into Final Fantasy. A lot of people don't know that this game wasn't actually accessible in English translation until the year 2006. Okay, so there may have been versions that existed before it, but it wasn't accessible to quite a lot of the world till 2006. And a lot of people think when they think of Final Fantasy 3, they think of Final Fantasy 6 because Final Fantasy 6 was called Final Fantasy 3. Anywho, so we are currently playing the top middle one. The Pixel Remastered. So yeah. Anyway, Final Fantasy builds its foundations. It launched in Japan in April 27th of 1990 for the Famicom or SNES equivalent. Unlike the first Final Fantasy III never received an official Western release on the SNES. Square had already shifted its focus to the Super Famicom, and the game's cartridges were so full they weren't enough room for the English localization. Its first official English release came in 2006 and was fully made in 3D version for the Nintendo DS, followed by a Pixel Remaster in 2021, which is what we're playing now, of course. Final Fantasy III introduced one of the most influential mechanics in JRPG history. And when I say that, I truly mean this, in JRPG history. Which is the job system, okay? And we could easily say this is the foundation on which Final Fantasy was built on, okay? The job system allowed players to freely change classes throughout the game. It also introduced summons, unique abilities like jump, steal, and many gameplay systems that would become staples of the Final Fantasy series, and honestly, influence a lot of RPGs out there, even today. A lot of the franchises we know, and a lot of the industry built around RPGs and JRPGs, owe a lot to this game, okay? And I will not listen to arguments otherwise. This is known for making players realize, oh shit, we picked the wrong jobs for the boss fight. Okay? You could really soft lock yourself. Okay? You could easily soft lock yourself. And Pez likes this game because it's not Final Fantasy 2. Wow, can we hear about that? Yeah, let's give a round of applause. Round of applause. Sakagushi's Vision Beyond. Following Final Fantasy II, Hironobu Sakaguchi wanted the series to reinvent itself once again. Rather than focusing solely on its story, Final Fantasy III emphasized players' freedom, introducing the revolutionary job system, which allowed players to change classes throughout the adventure and experiment with different strategies, okay? You could easily say that, like, oh, but no, Final Fantasy I had the job system. No, you picked a character, okay? It didn't have a job system. It had it. You pick a character. You're like, oh, I'm going to be the warrior for this one. Oh, I'm going to be the black mage for this one. This game actually created the job system. Okay. The team also set out to create its first ambitious RPG on the Famicom, introducing summons, iconic job abilities like jump and steal, improving battle mechanics with a much larger world to explore. And boy, oh boy, does this game do one of the biggest rug pulls ever. And I honestly think Final Fantasy VII is the only game after this game to really like do another major like kind of world map reveal. Anywho, the innovations will become the foundation of many future Final Fantasy games and help define the series for decades to come. The 3 team. Okay, I didn't want to do the AB team. I thought it would be 3 team. Although Square still had a relatively small studio, Final Fantasy III was developed by a team of around 15 to 20 people, with many staff taking on multiple roles. So you had Sakaguchi doing director and scenario, Tanaka did game system design. Nasir still stayed on with the franchise. This is the Israeli programmer. Obviously, we had Amano do illustrations, Umatsudu was the composer, Kiyotoshi with character and design, and Shibuya doing pixel arts. And I think Shibuya is one of the best. This game was so ambitious that it completely filled the Famicom cartridge, leaving no room for the English translation. As a result, obviously we spoke before, the Western fans had to wait till 2006 to actually officially play this game. I remember hearing about the Onion Knight. You know, the way I was introduced to the Onion Knight was in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X, when you unlock Lulu's ultimate weapon. You know, and then I think I played Dissidia before I played this game. You know. All right. There's not much else to say about it. Okay, we've talking about the dev cycles and everything out there. But now let's get into Final Fantasy III. Chat, I hope you will enjoy it. This is going to be a big undertaking as far as this PowerPoint presentation goes. And look, I know it might not be the greatest PowerPoint ever, but I do put a lot of work into these, so I do appreciate. I'm not saying you need to sub or anything like this. I just hope you enjoy it. And apologies if there's any spelling errors. I really try my best. Okay. And I tried to cover as much as I could. I tried to cover as much as I could without covering pointless shit. But anyway. Now, before we get into it, I want to go over 3 things. I want to go over the world leading up to it and kind of like the base of the story. A world out of balance. And before I actually get into this, the whole kind of theme of the story, all right, if there has to be a word, like, a lot of stories can be surmised into one word, okay? And Final Fantasy III's word is balance, okay? Balance is the word that tells the story of this game, okay? There's a lot of, like, good and evils in the world, light and dark, you know, black and white, but there's a balance, all right? There has to be a perfect balance so that way everything kind of stables out. You have too much of one, it's going to create chaos, okay? Now, chaos isn't a bad... Chaos is neither good nor evil. Chaos is when one or the other is out of line. And when one's out of line, it creates chaos, which is obviously not a good thing. So if you have too much good, it creates chaos for bad. Like, it creates chaos for dark.
Oh my
God.
Oh
the pop culturist.
That is something and a half. How? Whoa. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chat, let's get some love. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. How was your stream? Welcome in. How was your stream? You know my PowerPoint so far anyway? Okay, cool. Thank you so much. How was your stream, mate? Good seeing you. Welcome in. Chat. Everybody say g'day. Hey, Royal Rooster. How are you, mate? Welcome in, Raiders. We're just doing some nerdy PowerPoint presentations. So, as I was saying, this is all about balance, okay? When there's too much of one thing, it creates chaos, okay? So this game introduced the Warriors of Light, but also... It didn't introduce the Warriors of Light, but what it introduced was the Warriors of Darkness, okay? So I'm going to go over what happened that actually created the whole kind of drama that set place in this. But as normally, crystals are literally the thing that kind of keep this world in balance, and if one's destroyed over the other, then obviously shit happens, alright? Final Fantasy III begins as a series of devastating earthquakes that tear across the floating continent, opening the forgotten caves and releasing monsters into the world. Deep within the altar cave, 4 orphans discover the Wind Crystal, which chooses them as the new Warriors of Light. Tasking with restoring the balance of the 4 elemental crystals, the heroes soon learn that the disasters are only the beginning. An ancient evil is manipulating the world's natural order, threatening to plunge all existence into eternal darkness. Okay? The thing, unlike previous Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy III isn't simply about defeating evil. It's about restoring balance between light and dark. Okay? So, if the way to kind of look at this game is when darkness has more power than light, it's not that, like, the darkness is trying to invade the light. You got to look at it in a way is that something is destroying the dark, causing dark. Something is destroying the light, causing dark to overflow. Okay, but this game does something that I've never seen before. Right, in long ancient history, and I think this next slide covers it. Yeah, here we go. This actually covers it. And I want to kind of spend a bit of time on this. Before the heroes. Long before the story began, an ancient civilization known as the Ancients, crazy I know, right? Well, really well spelled, harnessed the power of the 4 crystals to create a technologically advanced world. Their pursuit for limitless power disrupted the natural balance, triggering a catastrophic flood of light that threatened to consume all life. All right? Wow, isn't that crazy? Light was the bad one. And we kind of saw a little bit of that in Final Fantasy XIV last night when I noticed with the Warriors of Darkness how it's like, oh, Hydaelyn came in to kind of help them like even shit out. To stop the disaster, the crystal chose 4 Warriors of Darkness who restored the balance and saved the world. Centuries later, the blind seers known as the Golgans, foretold that history would repeat itself and that 4 Warriors of Light soon to be chosen would prevent the coming flood of darkness. Fun fact, Final Fantasy was also the first Final Fantasy to establish the light and darkness, both essential, neither truly good nor evil, okay? So if darkness isn't if darkness isn't the bad guys, what is? Okay, it's obviously something trying to create that disturbance. Okay, and we all know that that's where in the area in between light and dark is a void. Okay, and when one side tips into the other, it creates this disturbance and it creates an opening for chaos, and that's where the void pulls out the cloud of darkness. Okay. Anyway, but let's talk about the crystals. Okay. The crystals. These the four elemental crystals, wind, fire, water, and earth, are the source of all life and balance throughout the world. Rather than simply granting power, the act of guardians of nature, choosing heroes whether one's force becomes too dominant. Each crystal bestows new jobs upon warriors of light, allowing them to adapt and grow stronger as they restore balance across the world. Their true purpose isn't to defeat darkness, but to maintain harmony between the opposing forces of light and darkness. The job system is directly tied to the crystals with every major crystal, rewarding the party with new classes, symbolizing the hero's growing and understanding of the world's balance. Okay. So that is our intro synopsis leading into it. There is a lot more backstory to this game, but I'm gonna cover that more as it becomes more relevant. Because if you've never played this game, I just don't want to straight up just spoil it for you. The Onion Kids, all right? They're not knights just yet. They're just kids, all right? The Onion Kids were the original protagonists of Final Fantasy III. Unlike the DS remake, they are unnamed orphan children chosen by the Wind Crystal to become the Warriors of Light, allowing the players to imagine themselves as the hero. Wow, imagine that, chat. Imagine if, you could put yourself into a hero scenario. Isn't that crazy? They symbolize ordinary people becoming legendary heroes through courage, growth, and the power of the... Sorry, hiccup. And the power of the job system. Okay. I was trying to think about everything else there, but it's like if we didn't have the job system, the ability of employment, what would we have? Anyway, their names come from the Onion Knight jobs. Their name comes from the Onion Knight job. While never officially explained, onions commonly symbolize hidden potential, layers, and personal growth. Okay. There are some cultures in the world that believe this. Onions have layers, okay? Reflecting on their journey and powerless children to save this, to world-saving heroes. If you have a good meal and you're like, oh, this needs something else. Oh, it needs a bit of onion in there. Boom, bloody meal saved. That's the Onion Knight for you. The original heroes were never given names, but in the DS remake, they were introduced Lunaf, Ark, Reefa, and Ingus, as their named counterparts. The Onion Knight became one of Final Fantasy's most iconic recurring jobs. Now, you're like, wait, what do you mean recurring jobs? The Onion Knight actually does come through, and there is, as we go through this marathon, I will show you how the Onion Knight actually affects other Final Fantasies when the name or the job isn't even in them. Okay? Alright. But I want to talk about, because people are going to talk about, who were the characters in the DS remake. So you can choose to, imagine these guys where he is. But in the version we're playing, they're just nameless heroes, alright? But who are they? Lunaf, Ark, Reefa, and Ingus are the four protagonists introduced in the Nintendo DS remake of Final Fantasy III. Unlike the original Onion Kids, each hero had their own unique backstory and common connection to the world, creating a more character-driven adventure. Four heroes represent virtues needed to restore balance: courage, kindness, affection, and determination. And together they would become the new Warriors of Light. Okay, and it kind of expands on that more because you know how I like to break down names and origins and there'd be meaning for it. Lunaf derives from Luna, the Latin word for moon, symbolizing hope in darkness. Okay, which is wow, doesn't that kind of come together? Ark, from the Latin arcus, meaning arc or bridge, reflecting on their role of bringing people together. It's like the voice of reason in the party. Reefa, or Refia, I think it has no official origins. Likely inspired by the names meaning beauty and growth, reflecting on the compassionate nature. I really tried doing deep digging into that, and it sounds very similar to some cultures' words for beauty and growth. Okay, Ingus likely derives from the Norse god Yungiv. I've not actually said this out loud. but associated with honor, peace, prosperity, and fitting his role as a loyal knight. Ingus is actually the one that has a bit of a love thing going on with Princess Sarah. So you could say he is actually the you could easily say that he is the red knight in this one. Anyway, where are we at? Okay, fun fact, they were created for the Nintendo DS version. Yep, but each hero is later named Virtue of Light. Courage, kindness, affection, and determination. Alright, but anyway, chat, we are a few slides into it, but I'm ready to start the game. You guys ready to start the game? I'm ready to start the fucking game. So how'd you think about that? Did you like that little introduction into it? Whew. I think I did more talking than I've done in all day. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Once again, thank you for the raid earlier, Pop Culturist, and Mike of the Miss Games. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. Did you enjoy that? Cool. All right. Let's get into it. Let's fucking send it. I love the backstory PowerPoint. You're welcome. I do these quite a lot. We're learn some stuff. A few people in here today. Not much chatting though. I honestly love. Oh, okay. No, I'm fine. When no one's chatting, I'm like, is anybody watching? All right. Let's put the mug down. We have a quick drink of water. All right. Let me get everything. All right. All right. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. All right. Into the silence of the Golden Gulch prophets. The great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystals, the source of the world's light, swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged from the... Okay, fuck me. Yet there was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. Something fathomless, ominous, and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon, but hope is not yet gone completely. Jesus Christ. The four souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. Four orphan youths raved in Topapa in a ritual rural village of Ur set the mantle. They come across a cave, one very same that informed when the crystals were lost to the earth. Just a bunch of dead bodies there. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. Broken their ankles. They actually died in this hole, and this is all a fever dream. Ouch. Looks like we fell into a sinkhole. What do we do now? Are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe we can climb out. You want to go exploring? But don't be such a scaredy cat. Hey, quit subbing, you two. We need to find a way out of here. Alright. Oh my god. Now we start off as the lovely onion night jobs. Did we just start Final Fantasy III? We did. We literally just started. What were those monsters doing here? We're in over our head. Let's get out of here as fast as possible. Alright. And as we go, we're off. That's one of the... I mean, Final Fantasy II forces you into a fight you can't lose, but... What is this? There's something strange about that rock, now that you mention it. Oh my god. Shield. Now this is actually a really good Final Fantasy. It's actually surprising that it took him so long for us to give us this fucking game. Like, in my opinion, right? Now I know this is kind of a scattered opinion. I think this is way better than Final Fantasy IV, in my opinion, as far as like mechanics-wise go, because the job system is great. And what I don't think Final Fantasy IV is a good game, but the thing that I don't like about it, it's literally an on a rails RPG. Like, you don't get to choose your party. There's no, like, there's hardly any replayability about it unless you're playing it simply for, like, the moments in the game. Because, like, the combat is one of the most basic. And a lot of people shit on me because of that. I don't know. I think if I played Final Fantasy IV before I played other Final Fantasy games, I think I would have loved it a lot more. But, like, I played Final Fantasy IV after I think I played 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 5, 12. Like, I think I played Final Fantasy IV after I played, like, 13. Yeah, I think I didn't play Final Fantasy IV until after I played 13, you know? And not having that ability to pick and choose really, really bummed me out, you know? Alright. Before we get too far into it, I do have more. Let's talk about the cave we're in, okay? I'll try not to... I do have quite a lot of slides, but yeah, anyway. Altar Cave. Altar Cave is the first dungeon in Final Fantasy III, and is the resting place of the Wind Crystal. Opened up by a mysterious earthquake, it is here that the young kids are chosen as the new Warriors of Light, setting the entire adventure in motion. The Altar Cave serves as the beginning of the hero's journey, introducing the world's central theme, themes of destiny, the crystals, and the job system. Okay. Do I need to make a slide about this? Probably not, but this is literally going to be a recurring feature, so I won't be doing this over every single crystal, okay? The word altar derives from the word Latin of alter, being other or to change. This reflects on the cave having a place of ordinary children are transformed into legendary heroes. Okay, so it's not like the altar, it's more alter, like we're altering, changing, doing something else. While also foreshadowing the game's theme of the change with the job system. The Altar Cave is where the players receive the Wind Crystal's blessing. Each version of Final Fantasy III begins with the Altar Cave, because a lot of, like, I mean, we've seen with Final Fantasy VII, there are a lot of fuck-arounds, okay, when it comes to, like, remaking and doing shit. The earthquake reveals the cave in its first sight, and the world of balance begins to collapse. Okay, wait, did I not? Oh, okay. I swear I had a Wind Crystal slide. Okay, anyway, I guess we don't have a Wind Crystal. Oh, okay. Okay, there was a Wind Crystal slide. The Wind Crystal, okay, the word wind is literally, derived... Okay, I had a whole slide there, but we'll talk about this really briefly. The Wind Crystal represents... The wind in terms represents change, okay? Winds come and go, they change directions. It's a kind of like a universal symbol of change. And that is what the Wind Crystal represents. So that's why a lot of Final Fantasy games start off with the Wind Crystal. There's actually quite a lot of... there's a game called Grand Stream Saga, that usually actually has like this kind of similar themes where instead of having crystals, it has like altars or temples, and it starts off with the Wind Temple, and it's all about change, like the winds of change are blowing. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that is a way kind of yeah. But didn't the Wind Crystal break? Well, you'll see. This is what I need from you when you stream slideshows to explain the law. Yeah. Who's... Oh, someone else. Oh, wait, someone else do these streams. I don't work there anymore. My days of laughing in death's face are gone. Granted, I was buggy. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway. Ready to get into it? Let's get into it. Now we get to go stab a turtle in the head. Oh my god, what's going on? A malevolous force attacks the party. Oh my god, a land turtle. So all you can do here is just hit it with this. How good's the music though? Turtles are really weak against ice. Other streamers don't have the pose to do a PowerPoint stream. Not Faz is the only one, but I could definitely use more of that. Well, I think everybody should do PowerPoint slides. I stream, yes, but I don't use PC yet, so slideshows will be in the future, and I will credit Pez. Do it! Do it! Go for it. Go for it. Everyone should do it. Now, do we just walk away and not get the crystal? You cannot walk. Damn it. Oh, God, that could have been the end of the game. A crystal shines brightly. You four have been chosen. Whoa, the crystal is talking. I give in to the last of my light, and with it the last hope of this fading world. The things stand, light will soon disappear, and the balance of the world will be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts, and the crystal will grant you unimaginable strength. You have been chosen as the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow the light to fade into the world. The party is enveloped by a bright light. I'm blind! Within the light, the will of the crystals surge through them. They decide to accept their destiny. And so begins a journey to dispel the darkness and return the light to the world. Thank you, YouTube Saturn, for the follow. I appreciate it. The young heroes receive the crystal's power. Do you plan on playing Final Fantasy IV? We're not doing the after years simply because I hate it. And with it, the world's last light of hope. I really hate that one. Yeah, but 2's a mainline. I had to play it. Hello, welcome in. Step into the magic signal and teleport to the surface. Embrace your destiny, warriors of light. Okay. So we've got our jobs now. All right. So we start off with our jobs. We start off with the warrior. Okay. I was gonna set a goal for the Onion Knight run, but we're not doing an Onion Knight run. Alright, you can be our Black Mage. Bloody hell, keep buttons are back to front from the last game. What do you want to be? Do you want to be the monk? Let's be the monk. Do we want to... I never used the red mage. There's a legit question here. Is Final Fantasy VII Remake combining Ultimecia and Sephiroth with the whole time compression thing? No, they're not. That's a... It's not like... It's different... It's not time So Final Fantasy VIII is about time compression, which it's past, present, and future being pressed into one moment. Okay? Final Fantasy VII is like different realities. You know, it's completely different things. Alright, cannon fodder can be... cannon fodder can be our white mage. Alright. Cool. Sounds like the same to me. I use red mage over black mage in Final Fantasy 1 and 3, not gonna lie. No, I can't. The reason why I like black mage is because I can make the black mage run around. And look at his ass wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Nobody else has the ass wobble. Alright. Let's get kicked out of the village. Alright, now we're in the village of Eeeew. Wow, isn't this crazy? It's almost as if I have a PowerPoint presentation ready to go for Eeeew. Oh, isn't that crazy? Alright, Eeeew is a peaceful village on the floating continent and the home of the Onion Kids. And I'm not calling them Onion Knights because they're just fucking kids at the moment, okay? Raised by the village elder Tupapa, the heroes begin their journey here before settling out and restoring the balance of the world. Wow, okay, we kind of spoiled it. Okay, I kind of spoiled that they settled the balance in the world. Ur serves as the game's starting town, introducing players to the world before the heroes can answer the Queen Crystal's call. The name origin. Now, this is really cool, alright? Now, this game, Final Fantasy III, does a really good job about naming its towns to reflect what's going on in the world or what kind of where the heroes are at a point in the journey, alright? Ur is one of the oldest known cities in human history, alright? Located in the ancient Mesopotamian, modern-day Iraq, as one of the cradles of civilization. Its name reflects Ur's role as the birthplace of the Warriors of Light and the beginning of a new era. Isn't that crazy, chat? Isn't that crazy? The real city of Ur dates back to 4,000 years and is the home of the ancient Sumerians. According to the Bible, Abraham was born in the city of Ur. Ur only appears in Final Fantasy III, making it one of the series' most unique town names. Okay. One thing, as the series continues to go on and on, you'll notice, like, you'll take in the meaning of the names. This is how, like, if people ask me, like, oh, how do you just play Final Fantasy over and over again? It's because I take the time and I go and, like, when I play the shit out of a game that I really like, alright? Or I don't want to go play some of this new AI slop that a lot of, like, companies are pushing out at the moment. Or playing games that are just filled with microtransactions or fucking hidden DLC shit or early alpha builds. I like to go back and play games that I know I enjoy and just do a little bit of deep diving into them. And then when I come deeper into when I go deeper into a lot of these games and I learn about stuff about, like, you know, Ur, like you are, or Ur, you know, it pulls its inspiration from an old ancient Mesopotamian city. That's really fucking cool. All right, that's really fucking cool. And if you, especially with, like, Final Fantasy games, especially like Nier games, take your time and just, like, read about it and then learn, like, even, like, see where they kind of pulled inspiration from, because they put a lot of love into these games back then. They put a lot of fucking love into these games back then. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I was really excited to share that with you. I thought that was really cool. What I like to do here, because we're actually a little bit broke. I have a tendency when I play this to do, like, 5 fights just to get a little bit of cash under our belt. There you go. Anyway. Even hear the stanza music, so good. I know, right? Oh, thank you for the follows, by the way. For your follows tonight, too. Hey, everybody on TikTok, how we doing? How many people are over on YouTube? Oh, shit, a few people on YouTube tonight. Hey, everybody on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, say g'day. I don't think yous are coming through with my multi-chat for some reason. If you're on YouTube, say hello, please. That would be great. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. It's like a little delayed. Okay, it's like delayed by 10 seconds. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Oh, and how good is this theme song? Oh, this is one of my favorite overworld theme songs. It's so bloody good. Alright. Hey Shane, hey Neon, how are you all? Good seeing you all. Hey Pickle, hey Kill Smash. But yeah, if there's anything, like, any other, like, probably not why I'm streaming, but feel free to, like, DM me or message me on Discord or whatever, or even, like, at me on the Discord channel if you, like, have questions about this stuff, because I'd love to, like, if it's something I don't know, I would love to research it and find out about it. The combat fight is so good in this one. So good. Do you think the Onion Knights is a good cook? Maybe. Well, they have a lot of skills, you know. They have the ability of employment. So. There we go. Okay, go one more fight. Let's go fight in some bush. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 like has the best combat music, hands down. Oh, then again, Man with the Machine Gun slaps pretty hard. All right. What can I do for you? Alright, that's all we needed. Oh god, Final Fantasy 14 does a good, what do you call it? A good version of the open world theme for this game. I think it's when I think it's the Shadowbringers. Have you listened to the intro to that? It's bloody good. Bloody good. Okay, cool. Let's get our magic. Hello, what can I do for you? Oh, okay. See you, mate. Alright. Ah, yes, the spirits have told me exactly what befell you. Now go speak with the elder Tupapa, and I believe he'll have words of wisdom for you. This guy's like, get the fuck out. It's Tupapa, the elder who raised the 4 orphans. Tupapa, I know. I think that you 4 have been chosen by the light. Squish, Splendid, Goldine, Goonyella, and Cannon Fodder. You must understand that such a meeting has no mere chance. The crystal willed you to it. Such is the power. Your souls have been touched by light. You cannot let the strength you've been granted go to waste. You must depart at once and seal away the powers of darkness. Okay, bye. It's Nina, a motherly figure of the 4 orphans. I used to breastfeed you even when you were adults. Sorry. Homac, one of the town. Homac? Homac. In order to understand the power you've been granted by the crystals, you were nearly driven the heart. Okay. All hail the mighty, the powerful Pez. That's me. Okay, then we can. I gotta walk as the black mage. There we go. Would 10,000 white mages beat 1 million lions? I reckon. No, I don't think they would. I don't think they would. Now, this game actually has like a lot of invisible items that you can find. See the candle on the right? It's a hidden switch. There we go. I thought this was a really cool feature that they put into these games. Longsword. Oh, I just bought all that shit. I forgot about this. Whooping nuts. Spam clicking everywhere due to invisible things. There are a lot of invisible stuff in here. Like, I think down here, yeah, here we go, like potion. It's like, if anything kind of looks like... It's like, oh, that's weird. Why would they let us walk over here? It's because there's usually something there. It's not always going to be like that, but I like that the game adds that to you. But this game has so much replayability because of that. I'm picking flowers. I'm gonna step on your fucking flowers. There you go, potion. Boom. Go to the well. More potions. Thank God people just leave shit laying around here, right? Pez, your 100% runs actually inspire me to try to get all achievements in Final Fantasy Steam games list. I hope I won't regress this decision with some stupid minigames. Do it. What's the worst that could happen? All you've done is just waste precious time that you'll never get back. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know what you were saying. Potion. Alright. Oh, these people are dying. Oh no, they're dead. They're sleeping. This old man's watching them sleep. Wait, don't tell me. I bet... I guess your specialties. Hang on. Warrior, Black Mage, Monk, White Mage. How did I do? Oh, good on you, mate. And we can actually rest without paying. Wow. Wow, look at that. Jeez, the system. Stealing from small businesses. Okay, this Final Fantasy picks up the theme of dances. Oh, I'm a dancer. Can you tell? Show me your dance. DMCA, ready, chat? They played just enough of it that they didn't have to pay for the rights of it. Look at that. They actually started to put like a little bit of interaction into this game where like Final Fantasy 1 had no interaction. Final Fantasy 2 was just like, you know, go do this boring shit, beat yourself up. Final Fantasy 3 actually made the world feel alive. You know, there was like people people had shit to talk about going, oh, you want to talk to the princess, go in there. This one's like, I'm a big old bowlerish blocker. Get back the carrot. There's nothing left. Oh, this dude's a pisshead, you know. So we know there's a pisshead in this town. You look like you want to give the player the piano. The season travel always keeps a few antidotes on hand. Honestly, this really is a banger of a game. I really wish more people would play it. Actually, we probably should get more into it. That guy has a point. Probably should. 2 more would be better than none. So I reckon this is a very good basis for what an RPG should be. You don't want to go to work, you want to stay home and stream games. Do it! No, actually, no, don't quit your job. I shouldn't say that. Alrighty. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go into the town of Kazas. Wow, isn't that crazy? Imagine we had a PowerPoint presentation. Oh my god, we do. Alright. Kazas. Kazas is a mining town cursed by a Jinn. Or cursed by the Jinn, turning every resident into a ghost-like spirit. It is here that the Warriors of Light first witness the devastating effects of the growing darkness and begin their quest to break the curse. Kazas introduces the game's first major conflict, leading the party to Castle Sasune, in their battle against the Jinn. There's no official confirmation around the name Kazas. It may derive from the Latin word casus, meaning fall, misfortune, or calamity, which is actually befitting, given that the town's going through a curse. So I actually do believe that's kind of what it's referring to, but you can see they're trying to do a lot of play on words. And plus another thing too, there is a lot of translations from Japanese to English. So that's what I'm leaning kind of heavily on. Every resident in Kazas is transformed into a ghost until the Jinn is defeated. In the DS version, Raifa is one of the remake's protagonists, and she is the adopted daughter of the blacksmith in this game. So, yeah, anyway. Obviously, because the party's, what do you call it? Orphans. Anyway, Kazas is one of the earliest examples of a Final Fantasy town being entirely cursed by a single enemy, okay? And the reason why we say by a single enemy, because this actually happens in future Final Fantasies. So the reason, even though these might seem like a simple point, I want to reflect on these as we go through to other Final Fantasy games, okay? Alrighty. So you'll see that everybody's like translucent. The Jinn turned the village into the sky, so you can't even interact with anybody. But this guy's I really like this. I reckon this is funny as hell. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, I thought you might have been a ghost too. While traveling from the west, I came across this accursed town. I'd stay away from the inn if I was you. It's full of ghosts. So anyway, if we go through the town, there's literally like nobody we can interact with. Alright. What I like about it, see this one ghost is clearly moving than the others? Sid's the name. Oh, I'm from Canaan. But the boulder in Nave Valley is blocking my home. I'm stuck here. Figured I'd spend the night at the inn and then this happened. What's my wife gonna say? Say, want to take my airship for a spin? I've parked it under the desert in the west of the town. In return, you think you can do something for me? We've already... Look, we're not even like... You know, if you play this game quickly, we're not even 10 minutes into this game, and we've already got access to a ship. But while we're here, we just might as well pilfer, see if there's anything in here. Another cool thing is you see on this picture right here, see above us? That is the picture of the opening of Final Fantasy I, when you go to cross the bridge. And in the picture on the left is the cover art for Final Fantasy I, where you can see the Warrior of Light holding the sword. So, little Easter egg there for you. They did put a lot of love into this game. Like, there is a lot of love that was put into this game. Khan is actually, you're right. There is a biblical term to that town as well. So, and we will cover that. We will absolutely cover that. I think this is the place. No, it's a different place. Alright, well we don't need to go into that hole there, so we just gotta go... We'll get stomped by monsters if we try to go in there. Boom, airship already. Wow, isn't this great? But it can't fly over boulders. It's like a low-flying airship. Alright, so if we go here... the castle is literally suffered with the same curse. The Jinn turned everybody into this castle and the ghost. I was the only one spared because I was out on a mission at the time. If we had a mithril ring, we could easily seal away the Jinn again. Cassus is the only place where they can craft such a ring. But with, excuse me, with the curse, how can we hope to forge a ring now? Alright. Well, let's talk about Castle Sasune. Sasune. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, Castle Susune is the royal castle of King Sasune and Princess Sarah. After the Jinn curses the kingdom, nearly everyone is transformed into a ghost, leaving Princess Sarah to seek a way to save her people and enlist the Warriors of Light's help. Castle Susune introduces Princess Sarah, the game's first major quest, leading to the party to battle the Jinn and restoring the castle, restoring the kingdom. There is no there is no official origin for the name of Sasune. It is believed to be an origin created by Square, though its soft and flowing resemblance traditional Japanese place names, referring to the kingdom's noble and peaceful nature before the curse. And that's actually like official artwork of how this castle's supposed to look. Looks fucking nothing like it, by the way. Princess Sarah risked her own life to confront the Jinn rather than waiting to be rescued. Which I kind of jumped the point on that one. Castle Sasune is the first. Sasune is the first kingdom that the Warriors Lights will save, and Ignis is one of the DS Remake's protagonists, a loyal knight of the Castle Susune before joining the party's adventure. I should also point out that in the DS version, you don't have all the party members. Like, you kind of get quickly introduced to the other knights, and it turns out like they're all orphans as well. Okay, and they all kind of obviously get chosen and such. Anyway, but yeah, we'll talk about Princess Sarah in a sec. But we'll do it after the gym. I feel like I need to kind of light a fire under my ass and keep playing. How we doing, chat? But since you're playing Final Fantasy III, do you enjoy the... I did, I really did. I was actually really chuffed about the Crystal Tower Alliance raid. Because there's, like, so much referenced in that's all from this game. Like, Final Fantasy III might have the most influence out of any other Final Fantasy game to Final Fantasy XIV. Like, it is... They really lean heavily... Oh my god, they're dead already. They lean really heavily on this game. It's crazy how much they do. It's crazy we don't have magic yet. You're gonna have to go revive. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think the story of this game is actually really good. For its time, for a game that came out in 1990... No, we're gonna go revive. Oh, mate. Oh, money! I don't know what any of these... I don't remember fighting these enemies. Oh my god. Should we run? I don't want to die. Oh my god. Have you played Crystal Defenders? I have played Crystal Defenders, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we're not the warrior. Well, we failed. Oh, shit, just crashed there. This game's also known for having long-ass dungeons. There are long-ass dungeons in this game. Okay. The 25 hours for all the games so far. Yeah, that's for 1 and 2 and 100%ing 1 and 2 in this one. So this will end up being close to like 700 hours when all is said and done. Probably want to get a little... there's definitely like... Oh shit, no, don't run. Oh no, don't run. Why did I go run? Has anyone asked how you're doing mentally after you go through Final Fantasy II? Are you doing okay? No one ever asked me that. Thank you for that. Nobody's ever asked me that before. You know, frankly, I'm a bit offended that nobody's ever asked me that. I'm keeping it together. You know, I'm keeping it together one day at a time. One day at a time. Did we get lots of money for fighting that? Oh shit, we went heaps of levels for that one. We definitely need to buy some Phoenix Downs. I don't know if we can get Phoenix Downs this early. I can't get past that rock. Pretty sure we're just limited to like 3 items. What's your favorite job class? I like the Black Mage. I like the Black Mage. I don't know what gives... I don't know if that gives... what gives that away, but I like the Black Mage. I'm somewhat of a Black Mage fan, if you will. This is what the start of this game's like. There is a lot of like, okay, let's just get a few levels because you're gonna get stomped. I'm pretty sure we can't get magic this early, right? Because you're only doing, yeah, you're only doing. Kind of sucks. We can't even really use. That's what I want to do. You have the bow for the moment. I did burn myself by accident when I was a kid, you know. My friend and I, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I would have been like maybe 11. My friend who lived on a huge property, they had like these old cars laying around the property, and we managed to get some fuel out of the car. And we thought, oh, do you know what would be a really cool idea? Is if we fill up a Matchbox car with petrol, set it on fire, and put it on a trampoline and bounce it up and down. I still to this day have burn marks up my leg. I don't know why I'm laughing. Why exactly why? Because we're just dumb kids. It's just what dumb kids do. Is just do dumb shit. I never said I was a smart kid. It was just a dumb kid that did dumb things. Not going to be enough to save him if he gets hit again. Was it fun at least till you got hurt? It was fun, but then the reality kind of sunk in right away. We're like, oh no, the fire's spreading. Oh no, is that all dry grass underneath the fucking trampoline? We're very lucky that it didn't get any worse, honestly. We were just... Yeah, when I sit there and reflect on some of the dumb shit I did as a kid, I mean, all kids do dumb stuff, you know. I'm not saying like, oh, that's justified. I don't think all kids did what I did, but I'm sure there were kids that did worse, right? My dad burnt down half my grandparents' cornfield as a kid. See, that's a bit more extreme. That's pretty extreme. As a kid, I've done some downright ignorant things as an adult. Okay. But you grow from it, right? You grow from it. But the dumbest thing I ever did as a kid was being alcoholic and get a DUI on 9 years sober. But yeah, right. Yeah, I never drink. Yeah, you don't drink and drive. I think that's a given. Don't drink and drive. I always thought we could get magic earlier, but apparently not. As a teen, I willingly bought Final Fantasy II. The dumbest thing I've done as an adult is willingly play Final Fantasy II. Nobody forced me to do it. I was like, I'll do a Final Fantasy marathon. Everybody will love that. What could go wrong? Like, I'd done a lot of dumb shit, but the first time I ever really got hurt was the dumbest way. I was at the beach with my friends, and I ran into the water at the beach, and I rolled my ankle because there was like a bit of a dip in the sand. Rolled my ankle, broke my foot. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, of all the dumb ways to bloody hurt yourself. Okay, I feel like we can power through this now. Yeah, I broke my foot running into the water. Not recently, when I was younger. I was like 17. It was the first time I ever broke something. I stepped on a sea urchin down in the Key West during spring. Ooh. What is it? Like, I know what a sea urchin is, but like, what does like, is it poisonous, or is it just like, is it like, do they paralyze you? Like, what do they do? What's the deal? What's their go? You nearly broke your foot playing Pokemon Go. I miss playing Pokemon Go. I every now and then I load it back up. I've also got like a free Pokestop that I can place down anywhere, but I just can't commit to it. I feel like the second that I put it down, We'll end up having to move house or something like that. Most of them just hurt. Yeah, right. Oh, 500 gil. We're loaded. Now, I'm pretty sure there's like a hole here. There it is. Oh, how ready to be introduced to Princess Sarah? Alright, let's talk about Princess Sarah. Not every character is going to go into this much detail, because she is somewhat of an important character, okay? Princess Sarah Altany. Altany? Is a courageous princess of Castle Susane. Refusing to let others suffer in her place, she set out alone to stop the Jin. Becoming one of the Warriors of Light's first allies and playing a key role in lifting the kingdom's curse. Sarah introduces the party. Fucking, I'm struggling to get word out. The party to the first major quest, demonstrating the true leadership that comes through self-sacrifice rather than authority. You know, she's more of a doer. I didn't realize until I saw this Amano art. She's she's packing. Okay, anyway. The name Sarah comes from the Hebrew Sarah, meaning princess or noble woman. The name Sarah is a pretty recurring is a pretty recurring name in Final Fantasy. Not as much as like Seed or something like that, but anyway. Across Hebrew, Persian, and Arabic cultures, the name is also associated with leadership, purity, and kindness, perfectly reflecting Sarah's selflessness, determination to protect her people. You could even, like, I know when we're going to get to Final Fantasy 13 and 13 too, you know, like, when we talk about Sarah, the slides are going to be very similar, except for obviously not being a princess, you know. Sarah is the first recurring princess in Final Fantasy, appearing in multiple titles, and by that I mean the name. Sorry, I meant the name. Sorry. She develops a close bond with Ingus, which becomes one of the game's subtle romances. The name Sarah has appeared across several Final Fantasy games, making it one of the franchise's longest-running character names. So, so it's not. You know, I would say it nearly runs even longer than Biggs and Wedge, because Biggs and Wedge like actually doesn't officially appear until Final Fantasy VI. You know, is it 6 or did they come? I think in Final Fantasy IV, the Biggs and Wedge are part of the airship, but they don't get placed until much later in the game. So, how do you get a free Pokestop you can place anywhere? Does it need to be approved? You put it down and it goes to an approval system, but you have to hit it's a reward for hitting a certain level. So yeah. Okay, we ain't talking about Khan yet. So anyway, there you go. I am Sarah, Princess of Susane. Your Highness, what are you doing here? I am here to save my subjects, but I fear I cannot clear a path through the monsters. Thankfully, my mithril ring spared me from the Jin's curse. Nevertheless, these caves are dangerous, Your Highness. Should we return to the castle? I will not. I'll forge ahead alone if I have to. Your Highness, won't you reconsider? Please, take me with you. I cannot sail away the Jin without my mithril ring. I suppose we could. This is a case where it's like, oh, she's joined the party, but she doesn't actually join the party. She's not actually usable. Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. She just said, oh, cool, Pez, let's go. Oh, we don't have any eye drops, do we? Okay, whatever. Sarah is renowned for passing her work off to other adventurers. Alright, you know, I'm surprised with this game, right? It hits you really quick with like status effect after status effect after status effect. Oh my god. I don't remember those enemies, the lava enemies. Call it delegating work. She's just really good. I'm here to save my subjects because I have to look after myself if they're not here. What the fuck? I recently played through 1 to 6 and had a blast. Went back. Glad I went back to try them. Hell yeah! Glad you did too. Tell you what, fighting those coin enemies is where it's at. Now, from memory, this Jin actually fucking slaps hard. I'm pretty sure he like, smoked this the first time I fought him. It's the Jin! Stand back, I'll use my ring to banish the Jin. Nothing happened. Oh my god. Wahaha, you think that silly trinket will stop me now? I've joined forces with the darkness and together we're unstoppable. The Jin attacks. It's like I'm a Jin, or it's just this fucking dude with a fat gut. Okay, that wasn't this. Whoa! What a hit! Oh, fuck! Is this the end of the party? Well, the music's awesome, isn't it? There we go. I see fire. Have you tried using ice? We don't even have any magic. Whoa, Sarah, while the Jin is weak, you can use your ring. Sarah raises the ring up high. The Jin disappears like mist. The ring sealed him deep within the cavern once again. Thank you so much. I've never been able to seal away the Jin without your help. All that remains is to cast the ring into the wellspring in Castle Susune and the Jin's curse will be lifted. For now, I'll use the ring's power to warp us back to the castle. Wow, isn't that nice of her? Sarah threw the ring into the wellspring. There, the Jin's curse should be broken. We wouldn't be here without you all. Thank you. I suppose we must part ways. I have a duty to my father and my people, after all. Would that I could travel with you, but I'd only be in your way. Sarah, come back when you finish your journey. I'll be waiting here, and I'll give you a wristy. Farewell. Alright. I think Sarah becomes like, because the first Final Fantasy III didn't have like nameable characters. It's just implied that the princess kind of becomes the love interest with the main character. I think the Red Onion Knight. The Wraith Slayer is the Western Tower and the Castle Cecily. It's holy band of sword. However, only a red mage can wield it. Huh? Okay. Oh, you. Thank you, brave warriors. You have sealed away the Jinn and saved my precious Sarah. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Take this. I trust it will aid you on your quest. We got a canoe, chat. Let's hear it for the canoe. We got a canoe. Thank you, Warriors of Light. Thank you, you're welcome. No worries, guys. Alright, let's fucking steal anything that's not bolted down. Lizard. Oh, we could have come in here and got the spells. Damn it, I didn't think about that. I feel like a downgrade from airship to canoe. Now you've harnessed the power of the skies. Tonfa. I think you get really good with the Tonfa. I can't remember. Anyway. I love how many like secret spots there are in this castle. They did a good job, honestly. 1,000 gil. Oh, another 1,000 gil. Oh, Willow Spring. Oh, wrong way. Alright, we got all those. I think ultimately the canoe is so we can go back and get our ship. The Holy Arrow, High Potion. Zombie! What the? Why is there zombies here? What's happening? Oh my god. Oh no. How does Sarah have subjects? Is she a necromancer? That's kind of wild. I had no idea there was zombies in that tower. I might change your job over to a red mage. You got this cool songs on too. You're also doing a Final Fantasy marathon? Good on ya. Where are you up to? Hopefully there ain't any zombies in this tower. We're actually fucked. Actually, I might just heal these two just in case. Oh, thank God. Alright. Don't mind me, Princess Sarah. I'm just stealing all your shit. I stay here with my father. I would like to travel, but anyway. Princess Sarah has been asking for you every chance she gets. She talks about nothing else. Oh, she wants us. She wants us, chat. She wants to do the old sideways shuffle. Pez, we need to remind you to buy Phoenix Downs again. Well, there are no Phoenix... So, Final Fantasy 3, Phoenix Downs are rare items. You don't just buy them. Ah. Yeah, wow, this is going so well. Can I not kill these things? Okay, you know, I'm just... Oh, I'm blind, that's why. The reason why we get a canoe is so we can just get our airship back. Alright, let's go revive everyone. Alright, over here. Actually, honestly, we might hold on to the items because we've got this new village coming up. So everybody should be Gucci right now. Here he is, our Sid. The third shittest Sid in the franchise. Well done, I knew you could pull it off. I bet you're glad you had my airship, huh? I'm just happy it was used for some good cause. Mind I ask you a favor? I'm a little pissed and I want to get back to the missus. Could you please, she's been waiting for a long time. There you go. He's too shit-faced to fly the ship. This dude's actually insane, by the way, chat. This guy does one of the most insane things ever. I'll expand on it in a little bit. Okay. 2, 1. Sleep at all. Howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Good seeing you. Alright. It's actually stronger than ours. Pez, would you rather have Ultima or Holy? It'd be Ultima, right? It's like, would you have a spell that you can only use on some enemies, or would you have like a spell that like just kicks ass? It's like you're walking around with like a mini nuclear weapon. Can I... You rather learn ley lines? 5-4. In the skies. He was never trained. What are we doing here? Get out of there, come and do this. Been thinking about that boulder. There's a way blocking the canoe to Canaan. I reckon my airship had a mithril plow. I could bust through it. Say no more. Get one in a jiffy. So this dude's just building a cow catcher for the front of the ship in a heartbeat. All done. No need to thank me. You've saved the town after all. This shows our appreciation. fix the airship. Cool. Here's the entrance to the Mithril Mine. Okay, there are some tough enemies in here, and you can get one shot pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna scum save. So. Final Fantasy 1 to 5, 3 is actually my second favorite. There is a good job changing everything that they did. Sound like you were talking positive about Final Fantasy 2. Oh, you mean good job changing everything that they did? Yeah, I know. It's like, what a way to like steer the ship in the other direction, right? Sword infused holy power. Ah, that's why it did so much. Okay. If you could merge another RPG mechanics into Final Fantasy, what would it be? Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts. Just, I would love the Judgment Ring and the ability to have characters transform. Do that. That'd be sick. I would love that. I would love to have... I think Shadow Hearts has some of the best mechanics. Absolutely. That was a good question. Thank you so much. Alright. Okay, we're done with this town. Let's have a quick rest and we'll zip out of there. And do something absolutely insane. Wait, no. Where's the inn? Can I not? Wait, is this not the inn? Wait, can we just sleep? Oh, we can just totally rest. Oh, God. I don't know, what mechanics would you guys, like, merge into a Final Fantasy? Alright, here we go. Now, this is insane, by the way. Just fucking drove headfirst into a mountain and destroyed his ship. The missus is waiting for me. Alright. Oh, shit. That's pretty crazy. If PS5 does not have PowerPoint... dude. No, I am not doing a PowerPoint presentation for Persona. Fuck that. Sega would... I'm not Sega, what's the name? Wait, Sega's publishers, is it right? They would have to pay me to do that. Thanks for all your help. If there was anything I could do, let me know. Come to think of it, if I can put together another airship, I bet I could put one through its paces. But we'll need to make a few design improvements, and no one knows more stuff about that than the King Argus. You should go see him. Anyway, thanks again, and come back and visit anytime. Sid left the party. I'll email Sega tomorrow. I'll email my Sega contact tomorrow and say, hey, Persona 6, you want me to do a PowerPoint for you? Did we do that nerdy shit for you? Alright, okay, we are at Canaan. I think I respelled it. Canaan. Yeah, I definitely misspelled this one. Canaan. No, I got it right. Canaan? Is it Canaan? Did I get it right? Canaan. Anyway, wait, let me see if I got this right. I think it's C-A-A-N-A. C-A-A-N-A. Yeah, I did it wrong. Anyway, Canaan is a quiet village where the warriors of light meet Sid. Well, obviously we met him in the last place, but anyway. Okay, that was a misspelling there. Sid. Heal his wife and learn of Dolch and amnesiac. Anyway, I'm trying to get these words out. Ancient, whose fate becomes crucial to saving the floating continent. It serves as a place of hope before the adventure grows far more dangerous. Okay, it's like we've done our like first and second episode. If this was an anime, we've done our like first and second world saving, like small location like save the day thing, and now we're venturing off and we're kind of like reached our first town / location, and then we're starting to realize just how big the world is in quotations. Khan introduces Dash to the storyline to strengthen the party's relationship with Sid, setting the stage for the journey to Dragon's Peak and the Tower of Owen. Pez, did you see the Scottish fans at the World Cup? Do you understand why I love your avatar? I didn't, but if you could post it on my Discord to see what it is, I'd like to know. Name origins. Canaan is named after an ancient biblical land of Canaan. Oh, Canaan, right. Often referred to as the Promised Land. Across Jewish, Christianity, and Islamic traditions, it symbolizes hope, refuge, and a new beginning. A fitting town for where the heroes find healing, guidance, and reassurance with sense of purpose. Canaan is the home of Sid and his wife. The biblical Canaan represents the land of renown, promise, and renewal, mirroring the village's role as a safe haven and early in the ventures. We actually come to this town 2 or 3 times, you know. I always it's like there's some RPGs where you play a game where you come to a town, you're like, oh cool, like this is a good town to come to because shit, when I'm in this town, it means something's progressing and there's cool shit happening here. So I really this town has kind of like a nice vibe to it. But we are about to go to Dragon's Peak, so I will talk about this now since I've got the slide up. Dragon's Peak is a towering mountain where the Warriors of Light first encounter Bahamut and meet Dash. I think that's how we pronounce the name, Dash. What begins as a rescue mission becomes to start of one of the game's most important storylines, revealing the lost and legacy of the ancients. Dragon Peak introduces Dash, grants the party the spell Mini, and marks the first appearance of Bahamut, foreshadowing the greater dangers awaiting the heroes. The word dragon comes from the Greek. Obviously, okay, you guys know what dragon and mountain means, but I tried to kind of like keep this running theme. The word dragon comes from the Greek drakon, meaning great serpent or one who watches. Mountains have a long symbolizing place where the dragons dwell in myth, representing the wisdom and trials and immense power, making Dragon's Peak a fitting location for the hero's first test. And if you've played this game before, you know they fail this test pretty fucking hard. Dash joins the party after they escape Bahamut's nest, and Mini becomes a spell. Anyway, we'll talk. I kind of jumped the gun on that one. I was really just trying to fill out the PowerPoint slide. But anyway. Cool. And chat, would you look at that? That's crazy. We're only 50 subs away from unlocking a Final Fantasy V 4 Job Festiva run. Wow, isn't that crazy? That's insane. And I'm also only 41 subs away from getting back to full 600. That's crazy. I lost a lot of subs today. Okay. Anyway, where we go? First thing to do is go see what shit we can buy. Oh, I kind of want them, but I don't have the money. I'm gonna hang on to that mithril rod. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. there's a way into the water. I think it's through the waterfall. Always good to just click around to see if you can find stuff. And if you get elixir, yeah, elixir here. Elixirs are incredibly rare in this game as well. There's only like a certain amount of them. Oh, and going for the waterfall hurts you, by the way. No, no, okay. You never know. I can never remember where all the items are. But it's always worth having a look around. You like the free remake of these? I'd never really played them to completion, so it's hard for me to kind of give you an honest opinion on it, to be honest. An honest opinion, to be honest. And magic. You missed me playing Final Fantasy? Oh, that sucks for you. I feel sorry for you, but I don't. Alright. Oh, I'm a dancer, can't you tell? Yeah, show me your dance. I can't remember if it's this game or if it's Final Fantasy V, where if you talk to all the dancers, you get something. Okay, thanks, mate. Thanks for that cool dance. Alright. Alright, how much money we got? Probably stock back up on potions, but that would be realistically all we need to do. Serious question though, which Final Fantasy are you looking forward to playing the most? I honestly, it's not my favorite, but I'm looking forward to 8. If we hit the sub goal for Final Fantasy 8, I've got like some cool shit to show you all when it comes down to like terminology. What's this? Oh yeah, see these level like beating the game in 2 hours at level 99. So when I do my retellings and I need to like recapture footage, I just like mod the shit out of it, make me invincible, and I go through and that's how I record my footage and whatnot. So if you ever see these save files, but look, the last time we beat this game, when was the last time we beat this game? So yeah, last time we beat this game was just under 16 hours. That was like when we last beat the game. So anyway, we probably should save the game, right? Save over that one. Fun sub goal, Final Fantasy VIII with no card mod. Ugh. Now, if I got 100% the game, I'm not gonna do these like limited challenge runs. Like with Final Fantasy V with its Festiva job, I'm not limiting myself in terms of like content. It's more like lore or like, you know. But with Final Fantasy VIII, I need to get all the cards, you know. Shit, he's nearly dead. Stop it! Oh, you fucker. Fucker, asshole. Yeah, I'm back. If someone dies, don't use your Phoenix down. You save them, alright? You save them for the final dungeon, alright? You save them unless you are like getting pegged by a monster. Look at that Bahamut just sitting up on that hill, by the way. Never waste them. Never waste them. Just take that extra time to go back and revive him. Pez loves Final Fantasy 2. Shut up. Here we go. Yeah. As I was saying, this is where we learned about him. A traveler named Dash was wandered into town recently, but he didn't stick around. I'm not sure where he headed. So yeah, they're obviously talking about the dude who is the ancient. Oh no, that's right. We're gonna pay for staying in a town. I just had to cheese. I had a cheese and onion pita for lunch, which was as much less exciting. Oh. Pez, what Final Fantasy monster would you date in turn? Garuda would be a bad date in turn. Oh wait, would bad date? Okay. Pez, what Final Fantasy monster would a bad date turn into? What Final Fantasy monster would a bad date turn into? Are you trying to say what Final Fantasy monster would be a bad date? Is that what you're trying to say? Sorry, I just... Is that what you're asking? I think it's like your bad date transformed into a monster. Bad date. Oh, so I'm dating someone and then they turn into a monster. Oh. Probably Sin. That'd suck, right? We start having a date and then all of a sudden Sin shows up. How's the marathon going, dude? Yeah, good, dude. Hey, Richie. Everybody, insert Richie. What's going on, dude? You're having a fun date, but she turns into a Marlboro. Then you'd think it. No, I think Sin would be a terrible one. You're like, oh, can I give you a kiss? Then like, yeah, sure. Then all of a sudden she turns into a world-destroying gravity fiend. You know, I reckon that would suck. These things hit pretty hard. I'm actually annoyed by these things. Oh, I hate olives. They're too salty. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Olives suck ass. I'm not saying from experience I know what suck ass feels like, but I'm just, yeah, olives. I hate olives. They're the, oh, arrow. Level 2 wing down. I'm working right now. Alright, we're gonna have PowerPoint coming up for Bahamut coming up. I have enough slides made until we get to, I think the last slide I made up to is to the Tower of Owen. Which I don't think we'll get to the Tower of Owen tonight. Usually Mondays are my shorter nights. Shit, here we go, chat. Alright, the Dragon's Airy. Gawk. Gawk. Alright, okay, before I get too far into it, chat. Who wants to learn about... Oh, Bahamut, wow, oh my god. Wow. I bet no one's ever heard of this character before. Bahamut. Bahamut is the legendary king of dragons and one of Final Fantasy's most iconic summons. In Final Fantasy III, he resides atop Dragon's Peak, where he captures the Warriors of Light before escaping with the help of Desh, serving as the party's first encounter with a truly legendary creature. Bahamut introduces the immense power of the dragons and marks the turning point in the adventure, leading directly to the party meeting Desh and uncovering the secrets of the ancients, well, obviously at a later date. Bahamut originates from the Arabic and Islamic mythology, where Bahamut is a colossal sea serpent, sea creature, said to support the earth. Final Fantasy reimagines Bahamut as the King of Dragons, transforming an ancient mythical being into one of the franchise's most powerful and recognizable figures. Bahamut first appeared in Final Fantasy I, but in Final Fantasy II, because Bahamut... Here's the thing, with Final Fantasy II, Bahamut knew Final Fantasy II was shit, so he didn't appear in it. But he appeared in Final Fantasy III, and this is the first time he's, like, an enemy, right? A lot of the times, Bahamut's always, in some sense, kind of there to, like, test you and reward your strength. In this one, he's just feral. He's just feral, and he wants to kill you because, you know... Although hostile in Final Fantasy III, Bahamut also later becomes an ally in a summon, and as in many Final Fantasy games. So, even though, like, Bahamuts are really good... With a lot of RPGs, right? With a lot of good RPGs, there is... I love it when they show you an enemy that's really powerful, that shows you there's a ceiling that you need to reach towards. So, like, in Final Fantasy XII, there's that famous dinosaur that's on, like, the Eastern Sands, you know? Well, with Final Fantasy VII is when you get to see Sephiroth. Like, Sephiroth, like, just unces those dragons. I love when they do something like that. It just shows you, like, whoa, don't overstep yourself. Remember, you're only... It's good at reminding you that you're like, hey... I know you think you're good at video games, but this isn't a fucking video game. This is Final Fantasy, alright? So sit the fuck down. Alright, this is what this Bahamut kind of becomes. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. So, in the original version, there's a guy normally jerking off in this bush, but I don't think he's here. Wait, what's that? Oh my god, it's a guy jerking off in a bush. Russell, Russell. Whoa, what the heck? You guys, get up here. Wait, don't tell me. You got captured by the dragon too, didn't you? Ha! Losers. That's rich coming from the dragon's next meal. Touché. I guess you're right. Haha, the name's Dush. I'm Squish. Gotta be up front with you all. I got amnesia. I can't remember a thing except my own name. I know I came up here for a reason. I just don't remember what it is. Oh, heck, the dragon's back. Hide! Dragon attacks from the sky. We don't stand a chance against it. We gotta run. Run for our lives. Okay, so we can try to fight Bahamut. I wonder. Chat, I wonder. Do you reckon I should turn on Wiimote and see if I can kill the Bahamut? Curiosity's getting the better of me. Do you want to see if we can actually beat him? Yeah, let's. Okay, give me a sec. Let me turn it on. I don't think we can. Okay. I think there's a one hit. Yeah, here we go. One hit kill. So let me I'll turn myself on, make myself invincible. So the health. See the health's going up. And then we'll do. What is it? Control. Okay, one hit kill. All right, here we go, chat. Oh, okay. Attack. Oh wait. Attack. 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 Oh, we just simply can't hit him. Okay. Alright, so you're actually forced. You're actually forced to fight him. Okay. So let's flee. There we go. Oh no, the mod crashed the fucking game. It's alright. We got autosave. Damn it. Okay, that's why modding's bad. Right, we'll reload it. It's the joys of autosave. I was a little worried there. I was like, oh no, where is it? Okay, so yeah, we can't beat him. They thought of everything. If you want to know how I did that, it's just the program WeMod. So it's like, it's literally a website. You just go WeMod and it just has like, it just installs and like just makes, it's like essentially like, you know, the old Game Shark. Let's get your desk saying modding is not good kids. That mod. Yeah. Yeah. Modding's bad, guys. Modding is one of the biggest issues in video games this day. Here, can you have this? It's a spell called Mini. I don't think I've got the magic how to use it anyway. In exchange, mind if I tag along with your journey? Alright, so just randomly he gives us the mini spell, which becomes a very important spell for us to use right now. Let's get going. Geronimo! I love that we jumped off the top of the mountain, right? From there to there. What a fucking jump, right? Okay, so now we're going to use an ability called Mini. So we will give it to... I think I gave it to the wrong person. Fuck. Shit. Okay, well. Okay, I stuffed up. Okay, now. I can't remember if everybody needs to be a... Oh, maybe everybody needs to be turned into a... Ah! Pez, where's the weirdest place you've played a video game? I don't know. I don't really play them in weird places. I used to like... I don't know. I don't really have weird places I've played video games. Where's the weirdest place you've played a video game? Wait, can I exchange magic? Oh my god. Oh wait, that didn't work. Oh, okay. I had a kid. I had asked some kid to not play Pokemon at a funeral. It was weird. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever really played it. I don't know. I've never really thought about that. Chat, has anybody got a weird? Okay, we don't need any of this stuff, do we? At a funeral is pretty wild. It's somewhat on the level of disrespectful. Oh shit, PowerPoint slide, sorry. Oh, damn it. Oh wait, no, I don't have anything. Oh yeah, the temple. Okay, alright. Sorry, I thought I had a slide for y'all. Alright. Counter question. How old was the kid? Yeah, how old was the kid? That's actually a good question. That's a really good, that's a really good question. Gnomish spread displays a detailed map. Thank you. It's like there is a way out of here. I just can't remember. It might be. I think it's this. Oh yeah, with this dead guy. I need an antidote. Oh, that hit the spot. I ate something and didn't. You saved my life. In return, I'll tell you the shortcut to Mareka's Basin. Just take the stairs over there and lead to a secret tunnel. Alright. Secret tunnel. But yeah, snap my femur wreck. Jesus Christ. I'm missing a lot of chat. What's going on? People are like, kids are playing Pokemon at funerals. Someone's broken their femur. The braces with a rod. Okay. No, just keep chatting. I'm just like, what am I missing out on here? Leprechauns! I like it they give it like little fight music too. I'm pretty sure we can like grow bigger now. That's right. There we go. Yay, money! Just resting me eyes. One of my employees had her baby daddy bring an Xbox to the hospital to play COD while she was giving birth. I remember when my daughter was born, like we were in hospital for hours, and I didn't have my Switch was broken. I didn't really have anything, so I ended up bringing my my Vita in, and I was playing Legend of Dragoon. No regrets, honestly, no regrets. There we go. You learn it, so then I can change your job back to Black Mage. Okay, cool. And then we just... Oh, I don't have enough gil, fuck. We're broke as shit. How much do we need? 40 gil. Damn it. So I don't think we're going to need Blizzard, so... Take out the range of paint online player. Okay, magic. I hate this. This whole mini game thing part of this, I hate it. I think it's so dumb. Alright. case. We ain't hiding nothing. Hey, get out of the way. Look at that, we're already getting like bloody awesome spells. It's crazy like how there's so much to this game, right? But there's like so little to it as well. Like it's actually not a long game. When we get into like Final Fantasy, oh Jesus, oh shit, sorry mate, just bloody blew that up. When we get into like Final Fantasy, when we get to Final Fantasy 4 and 5, that's when shit really starts to like pick up. Hey Hat, how you going, mate? Okay. All right. What's this place? It's called like the what is it? The Nepto Temple. All right, Nepto Temple. I should probably go in there and. Actually, I don't mind the music in this one. Where at? All right, guys. The Nepto Temple. Nepto Temple is a sacred shrine dedicated to the Nepto Dragon, guardians of the seas. After the dragon's sacred eye is stolen, the warriors of light shrink themselves using the mini spell. Spoiler alert. Venture inside the temple's walls, recovering the missing eye and restoring peace to the oceans. So if we actually if this is just like a roadblock area. If we try to leave without. If we try to hop in the ship and leave, we actually get stopped by the Nepto Dragon itself. The Nepto Temple reaches... yeah, we already read that. The name Nepto is almost certainly derived from Neptune, the Roman god of the seas, Greek Poseidon. Like Neptune, the Nepto Dragon rules over the oceans, making the temple a fitting shrine to the world's protector of the seas. The warriors must shrink themselves in this sense, so I kind of want to come back to this a little bit later in the marathon. The Nepto Dragon is never truly evil. It only attacks because its sacred eye is stolen. Showing that, like, this is another term, like, this dragon attacking, right? This game's really good at, like, showing you, it's like, oh no, this thing's not evil. It's just, like, it's missing its eye because it's pissed off. It's missing an eye, meaning there's imbalance. There's imbalance, which chaos, it's creating chaos. Like, remember the theme. Everything that we go through, every kind of like topic here, there is a theme of darkness is overpowering and it's unbalancing the light, okay? But it's good to think when you get to see that there is warriors of darkness, like, is it thousands, hundreds, or if not thousands of years ago when the ancient civilization existed, it was the other way around. Light was conquering darkness and it was disbalancing everything. So darkness was getting its shit kicked in. And chaos was wrecking the innocent, so... Now, here's the issue, right? We gotta, like... We don't have... Like... I really... This really pisses me off, because... We gotta do the dumb... How do I put it? It's just dumb. The way this whole mini thing goes, because I can only cast mini 3 times... Meaning I can only, like, mini three of the party. So I gotta make sure I got enough money, which I do. Oh, we're still on the slide. Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. My bad. Did you not want to look at my slide? Well, you don't like it? I thought it was a good slide. Well, last time I could make you guys a slide. Oh, Kane Faye, thank you for the follow too. Sorry, I think I missed that. No. So, magic. Okay. Okay, and then we rest. Hey Pez, what is your medium what's your medium Final Fantasy game? Maybe the Final Fantasy which you don't hate or love in your ranking of Final Fantasy games would be what in for the center. I get what you mean. A Final Fantasy game you like it's like it's okay, you know. Probably Final Fantasy 1, honestly. Like I'm not like really blown away by Final Fantasy 1. It's not a bad game, but it's like, you know, I wouldn't cross the street to play it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I want to get way more. I mean, yeah, I'd say like Final Fantasy 1. You know, like it's okay, but it's like, wow, you don't play it and you go, whoa, what a journey. You know, like, whoa, I feel like I've grown as a person. You know, like with Final Fantasy 2, like I just have the mindset of like, wow, I just fucking wasted, I just wasted my life. Pretty sure, can we like mini? We can't un-mini ourselves, can we not? If you could start a zoo with all the different Final Fantasy monsters / speech, which ones would you have, and would you be the Steve Irwin of them? That's a good question. I would. Oh god, who would I have in? I would have, oh god, who would I have? I'd have like this giant, it'd just be like, it would be like Garuda, right? It'd just be this giant like bird cage. Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Yeah. And I'd call it the Zugruda. Zuga. The Zuga Zoo. Yeah, I reckon that's a good one. Power of lightning. Shell armor. Who's got the shittest defense? Oh, you got really ass defense. Oh, you can't even wear anything. Oh, he's the only one that can wear it. No idea here. I always hoped it would reach Final Fantasy 30. Yeah, so we get to Final Fantasy XXX. Yeah, it'd be crazy, right? That'd be pretty cool. How are they gonna do the Final Fantasy XXX? Thing is, I know I won't be alive for when that happens. I'll be long dead before that happens, which is sad, you know. I actually don't think the franchise will make it that far. Like, it feels like it's on rocky ground already. I think we just got to try to kill this thing, like, just punch it until it stops moving, right? I using them wrong? I think I'm the wrong class. Ah, whooping nuts. Just gotta try to like save ourselves. I like how they stand in like the little miniature ones are like standing with their arms up like they're ready to throw down. You wouldn't mind if they stopped making new Final Fantasies and they just make sequels of the old Final Fantasies? I'm of two minds of it, you know. I want a new story though. I mean, as much as I play these games over and over, there's only so much that I can play. There's a limit to how much we can play. I think too we just gotta like move on and stop trying to like I feel like a lot of times we just want to try to like live in the moment where like the games were how we remember them, you know. We're like, oh, we just want to go back to like Final Fantasy VII, 8, and 9. It's like that time's passed, you know. I really think we should all just accept that it's not going to happen and just move on. You know, because the people that made those games are like, you know, they're getting on. They're retiring. Oh, that hit hard. We better win. I'm gonna be pissed if we lose. Fire? I just noticed this thing was busting out fire out of its ass. Alright, this thing's got to die in 2 hits or it's over. I don't think it will. Oh, cool. We just wasted our last fire spell. We just gotta hope that this thing's gonna die. There's no way. It's got like 3 or 4 health left. What I did, I stuffed up. I left my black mage as a white mage. There's no way. No. Oh, there we go.
Oh no, they were defeated.
Hey, can we use... No, we're still... Okay, job. You need to be black man. There we go. Okay. A giant rat. Fire. And... Oh, cool. That's what I'm talking about. We've got this in the bag. Can you poison it? I'm not sure. What would have worked if I actually wasn't an idiot and I actually went in prepared? Oh yeah, we wouldn't have killed it that last round. Just missing everything now. I can't remember how much health this fucking thing has. God, this music's awesome. This has to be it. Huh. There we go. Jesus Christ. I don't remember that rap being so strong. Would you like those temple tiles in your house? They are daunting. What's bothering me is you can see some of the tiles up the top here. They're like uneven. That really, and like this one over here. Like that really bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it just does. Hooray. Now we can get the flip out of here. I just love that the music's like little tiny fight music. It's so hard to get the quality tradesmen to your temples these days. Do you know, as of late, I've got this new little like something I'm obsessed with is those like guys that do those videos about going in and like there's inspectors on new homes where they have a look at like all the defects and just how dodgy the tile jobs are. If I had to get, if you had to guess, how long do you think the entire marathon would take? Last time, it took me just under 900 hours, but I didn't have PowerPoint presentations. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna push maybe about. I'm gonna give an educated guess to say about 950. I would say. Yeah, I reckon about 950 would be a comfortable guess. Yeah, about 950. About 950, I reckon. How many streaming days do you think? Oh god, it'd probably take a year. I've got about a year's worth of content, you know. So at least you know that I'll be doing this, but I'll be taking like between I'm doing everything in blocks. So after Final Fantasy VI, we'll be taking a break, and I might go play an old RPG or play something new, or who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll be splitting them up, and then we'll do. So the way it's going, if you hit exclamation, and if you're in if you're in Twitch, you hit exclamation FF marathon, you'll see how it's broken down, and I'm doing it in blocks. Cool. Alright, what are we doing? Alright, magic. Jobs. Are you playing literally every not every Final Fantasy game? There's some I'm leaving out. If you want to know which ones I'm playing, well, the marathon. If you click the link in the marathon, you'll see it. but I'll just show it on screen right here. These are all the Final Fantasies we're playing here. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crisis Core. We're going to watch Advent Children together. Then we'll do Dirge of Cerberus Remake, Integrate, Rebirth, Revelations. Obviously, if Revelations is not out by then, we'll come back. We'll do 8, 9, 10, 10 to 12, 12 Reverent Wings, Tactics, the IVALICE Chronicles, Tactics Advance 1, Tactics Advance 2, Vagrant Story, because Vagrant Story is part of that block. Then we'll take another break. Then 13, 13 2, Lightning Returns. We'll watch Kingsglaive. Then we'll play Final Fantasy 15, King's Tale. Then we'll play Final Fantasy 15 with all the DLC. Type 0. Then we'll take a break there. Then we'll do World of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy Resonance. Resonance will probably move up a bit closer because when that's out, I'll be playing it on launch. 16, Theoreticum, Theorhythm, Crystal Chronicles, Desire. Then we'll do all the Kingdom Hearts, and then we'll go through and do all the Final Fantasy 14s. So, yeah. Hi, Pez. Up to 3 already? Sure am. Pez, you didn't add Strangers of Paradise to the list. I know I didn't. I'm not going to be adding them to the list, but they'll be added to it. You'll see in the... that will be updated in the... you'll see it's been added into the Google Doc. But Strangers of Paradise will be the final game that will bring it all back around because it's a time loop. Hey!
Such a tease.
Jackson, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bloody appreciate it. Chat. We got a Prime sub. Thank you so much. Damn, I do like my Prime subs. But yeah. But look at that. No, Mystic Quest is going to be on the unlock list, so we'll add Mystic Quest. We'll probably watch Brotherhood after. I forgot to put Brotherhood in there, but we will watch Brotherhood. Okay, look at that. Oh, chat. 49 subs until we unlock Final Fantasy Festiva. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's crazy. Well, isn't that wild? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, my God. That's the craziest thing ever. Okay, there we go. We're done with that. That's the most painful part of this marathon. Doing this mini shit. Raging Kraken, thanks for the follow. Rip Final Fantasy 11, difficulty game to play in the format like this. Yeah, the reason why I'm not playing 11 is because it's just going to be shit to play. Super excited for Resonance. I miss Brave Exodus and Record Keeper. Yep, yeah, they were good. They were very good. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Alright. Now we can actually venture out. Alright, how's my PowerPoint slide looking? Where are we up to? Ooh, that's right. We're going to the Village of the Ancients now, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Chat, I just looked... I always have my view count turned off. Chat, I'm normally sitting on around, 20 to 30 viewers concurrent. There's nearly 100 people in here. Holy shit. Welcome in, everybody. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Oh, shit. Wait, we weren't supposed to be here. Look at that dumb, goofy serpent. Okay, I need just, one-shot our... It's crazy. Oh!
Such a tease.
Sunny, thank you so much. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. Chat, let's get some love. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. What's secrets? What's the secret to success? I usually have 8 or 9 viewers at most. Just be a sick cunt. Honestly, I just realized the other day I was like, oh, I'm just shit, and then I just stopped being shit, and now I'm good. Honestly, you know the reality is short form content. Chat, one's in the chat if you're here because you've seen my videos. Yeah, literally my videos have brought all of you in, right? That's the secret to success, short form content. The best way to grow on Twitch is to not stream on Twitch. That might sound dumb, but it's the truth. But in saying that, I've been streaming for over 11 years now, so... And I used to have a concurrent of, close to 1,000. So, chat, if you want really easy views, just go do GTA roleplay. Easiest views ever. Because what people do, they open multiple streams so they can see everybody's point of view, and you get heaps of views that way. And I used to have, concurrent of, 1,000. Oh, I would say, 800. And I had that for, 3 years. And then we went to Final Fantasy, and then it went... Boo! Everything ended. Oh, yeah. GTA RP is a lot more dead because it's it peaked during COVID and now the world went back to normal. So, COVID was peak for GTRP. All right, we got the open world now. We have access to the rest of the world, but we are still limited, right? I'll just show you. Okay, oh my god, monsters. Look at these dumb fish. I should start to learn how to do short form content and make more tips. Honestly, short form content is king and queen at the moment. Because here's the thing, streaming, there's no discoverability. Like, nobody just stumbles across my stream, alright? Some people may. But, yeah, short form content's discoverability. Put it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. Everything that would do short form content, put it out there, alright? And consistency is the key. I try to at least put 4 to 5 videos out a week. You know, I also have a huge back catalog of videos. So we can't go any further because there's a tornado here. But this thing here is called the Tower of Owen. Okay, we can totally go into it, but we don't need to go into it. Oh, what the hell are these things? I don't know. I've never seen these things before. Can't wait for Final Fantasy XIV main story quest to be able to spike. Oh, yeah. Well, also, too, another thing, too, is like Final Fantasy XIV has been a big help. Look at this big pubic monster. Found the stream because of your videos on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Honestly, surprisingly, I went from 83 followers on Facebook. Within 9 days, we had over 10,000 followers. It was crazy, honestly. I was kind of annoyed at myself that I hadn't been doing Facebook for that long. And same with Instagram. I went from 3,000 followers on Instagram. Now I'm at like 24,000. Oh! Shit. Chat, let's get some love for Sun coming in with a bloody 5 bomb. Thank you so much. I read the level 2 hype train as well. Oh, he died. You don't follow on Facebook because it seems stored. It's not tied to my personal Facebook account. Just know that. No one will find my personal Facebook account. Oh, Chocobo. Come on, chat. Wiggle. No one's wiggling. Alright, that's enough wiggling. Stop it. Alright, everyone calm down. This is what happens when you just yourself. 10,000 Facebook followers. Yeah, that's it. You just be yourself. That's it. Don't honestly, just find something. Here's the secret, stream chat, and I haven't made it. But you know what the secret to happiness with streaming is? Play whatever you want. Find your niche that you like doing and stick to it, and boom. Carve out your own little corner of the internet. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing in their corner. Do what you want to do, and show people you're having fun. And if they don't agree with you, then talk shit behind their back. All right? Talk shit behind their back. Make fun of them when they're not looking. All right? Like a real hero does. Okay, we're looking for the blue roof. Where's the blue roof? There should be a blue roof house. Oh, no, it's not a blue roof. It's a brown roof house. Sounds like my coworker. Alright, so this is the city of the... chat, we have a PowerPoint slide. Oh my god. So this place is actually important. This place is actually important, okay? Not a lot of people don't know this place is important, so let's talk about it. Alright. There's actually a bit of a reveal here, anyway. But where's the... Where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright. The Village of the Ancients. Wow. Wow, isn't this crazy? The Village of the Ancients is home of the descendants of the ancient civilization that once harnessed the power of the crystals. Here, the Warriors of Light discover that the world is actually a floating continent. All right, so if you've never played this game before, chat, we're not in the world. We're not like on the world map. We are actually on a floating continent that's floating above the world. All right, which is absolutely daunting. I thought this was one of the biggest reveals ever. I thought this was cool as shit. This same when you leave the floating continent, you have that same feeling when you play Final Fantasy VII for the first time and you leave Midgar and you're like, holy shit! The last 10 or whatever hours on my first playthrough of Final Fantasy X, I was only on a town, not the full fucking world. And it has this like feeling of like, oh my god, this place is huge. Well, Final Fantasy III does this really well. The village reveals one of Final Fantasy III's biggest twists, introducing the legacy of the ancients and expanding on the scale of adventure beyond the floating continent. The word ancient comes from the Latin ante, meaning before or earlier. Across many cultures, ancient civilizations represent knowledge, forgotten power, perfectly reflecting the village's role of preserving the history of the once great society. Okay, the Village of Ancients, so the fun facts, this is the place where they reveal the floating continent, and it's only a small part of the true world. It is one of the first major lore locations explaining the existence of the Ancients, and the concept of the Ancients would later become a recurring theme throughout the Final Fantasy series, notably with Final Fantasy VII with etc. Okay. There we go. Where are we going there? Ooh, don't want to go too far. That's a big... Ooh, that next slide's a big one. Alright. Let's get back into it. Okay, we should talk to them though. Light and dark are living forces. When the time is right, they choose 4 young heroes to whom they would bequeath their powers to. The warriors of dark were, for such, chosen to save the world from the wrath of light. But the balance has shifted once more, and it is up to you to restore the light. Do not abuse your awesome power. Okay, so in here, in this area, there is a elixir. Or it might be a mega elixir. It's one of the few. I can't remember. But there is a special item around in this area somewhere. It might be in one of the trees. I can't really remember. There it is. Oh, serpent sword. There we go. How are we doing? Yeah, Damn. Thank you for getting us to level 3 hype train, chat. Chat, let's get love. Thank you so much for all the subby poos tonight, chat. Headband. You fucking need it. Oh, mage robes. Campo. Oh, God, we need that. Oh, I could sell that. Oh, I could sell that and live like a king. I'll get rid of the shell helm. I was going to do something. I can't remember. Oh, that's right. I'm going to give you a great bow and iron arrow. Sell. Flame mail. Oh, I didn't even see that. Sell. Oh, I'm like a fucking bee's dick away from having enough. There we go. Oh, there we go. He's good health. He was getting one shot all the time. It was pissing me off. Alright, we got enough just to fully rest. But there's also another tree around here that has... it might be one of these trees down here. This game, like, it pays to, like, go to every tree and go, what up, tree? What up, you fucking tree? Is there something in here? No. Oh, maybe it was just that tree. I thought it was, like, multiple trees. I swear there was an elixir in this place. Maybe I'm insane. We are the descendants of the ancients, creators of civilization as you know it. We live in harmony with nature as our creed. Okay. $120 gil. This is highway robbery. Alright, chat. You guys got my full attention. We're going to do a little tiny bit of grinding just to get some money. Actually, what we can do that you actually unlock it. We can do like we can run around the whole world now. All right, so we finally get to use a chocobo. Okay, this is not the first iteration where we can use a chocobo. You can use a chocobo in Final Fantasy II. I just never did it. What we're doing here is we can run around the whole continent, and by doing it, we get given like a special thing. But you can actually see here that it reveals that we're actually floating, you know, and you couldn't actually see it until you hit the outer rim, so you don't actually like, you know, from this image here, it kind of looks like we're like just a float, like we're an island floating in the ocean, but we're actually like levitated up in the air, which is crazy. I thought it was like a really cool like twist to everything going on here. Alright, now when you run around here, hop off your chocobo, it runs away off into the sky and dies. And then when we come back here, I think we talked to this kid, and he goes, "Oh, you ran around. You actually went and did it. I made you raid around the continent on a chocobo. Here's your prize." Oh, I gave us some gnomish bread. Thank you. Okay, so we'll go talk to everybody here. Chocobo's nest. Okay, not you. Here we go. Would you believe it if I said our whole continent was floating in the air? It's true. The ancients discovered a way to suspend the very earth, a wonder that continues to this day. The Tower of Owen provides the power to keep us afloat. So that tower that we saw before near that tornado thing, that is what's keeping everything afloat. The Wrath of Light, a catastrophic flood of power which caused by the ancients. They used the crystals to harness the power of light, but struggled to contain the begrudging energy. Light was unleashed on the world, causing an untold ruination of all humanity. In the end, 4 warriors of the world of darkness came and subdued the flood of power. A few remaining ancients regrouped and came to live here in this village. Oh, isn't that lovely? Good on you. Oh shit, it's 12 o'clock. Alright. I reckon we could probably call it there. Cool. We're actually making good time on that too. We're actually making really good time. So let's let me pause it up here for today. Easy as. But we'll be back tomorrow night, chat. We're back tomorrow night with more of the marathon, and then we'll be back we'll do here tomorrow night, then we take Wednesday off, and then Thursday we'll be doing some Final Fantasy XIV. But hell yeah, chat. Definitely made some progress. We're probably, honestly, you might not think it, but we're probably like nearly a quarter of the way through the game. Oh, that's not true. I would say after the tower, after Heinz Castle, we're probably at the quarter mark. But yeah, no, it's hell yeah. But yeah, chat. I hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint slides and all that, and thank you for the subby poos tonight and all the new subs that came in. I really appreciate it. There's quite a lot of new subs this month, so I appreciate the support. But yeah, anyway, guys, let me find someone who to raid. Who can we raid? Thanks for the great content and the PPs. I'm glad you all like the PPs, chat. Thanks for the great content and the PPs. Who can we raid? Let's raid. Is anyone else playing Final Fantasy III, or is it just me? There's someone called Shane Zeal. They're doing a Final Fantasy III run. Okay, we're gonna raid this person called Shane Zeal. I don't know who they are, but everybody say hello. All right, everybody. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And I will see you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Make sure you go play Final Fantasy. It's cool. I'll see you later, okay?
Bye.